they're just gonna die. They're taking the damage, but there's absolutely no need. So his zealots are gone. He needs to keep his mortals in front, taking down the pylons is a good move. We now have the phoenixes coming in though. He needs to focus down these phoenixes. Forget about the stalkers and just focus down the phoenixes. Or the void rays, one or the other. And if he can snipe out some of these area units, he'd be fine, but it doesn't look like he's focus firing them. Looks like his mortal... Okay, he's going for the pylons, which is good. He's going to take out the cannons, but he really needs to go these phoenixes, because if they... Yep, they're just picking things up, and now the void rays can charge on the immortals. Fully charged void rays are just terrifying. Although, Snuggins is a supply block now that he lost his pylons. So his minerals are just going to sit there and do nothing. Omni, on the other hand, is at 36 under 108. Plenty of pylons. Needs quite a few more workers there. Oh, it looks like Snuggins lost his forge, so no upgrades and no more cannons for him. Omni needs to run away. He cannot take on this army right now. Snuggins saving his 10 HP Phoenix there. Omni needs to pull back. He shouldn't keep running in, because the Immortal is nice, but there's so many Phoenixes here, they can just pick everything up. And if he focus fires this one Void Ray, he might get it, but he loses his Stalker and the Omnispective, so he's not going to get it. The Probe not setting up an expansion, so maybe he's going for a proxy pylon. And Snuggins finds the forward pylons here, so they're not going to be much use, but it's definitely not going to supply block Omni, as he is only at 35. He has no army to speak of. So if Snuggins pushed out right now, he could take this game. But it looks like he's content to not attack this pylon. Yeah, we have a probe going up here, might be putting down an expansion, and then again he might not. So I guess we'll check back on that guy later. More Void Rays coming out from the Stargate, and 2 more gateways coming up. But we don't have Warp Gate tech coming. I guess he's just spending the Cybercore time on air upgrades, which is fine. He has a good fleet here. Looks like he did finally take out that second pylon, and in for Omni we just have a couple Stalkers. We have Immortals on the way, which are still good against Stalkers and buildings. Excuse me. But against the Phoenixes and the Void Rays, the Immortals just don't cut the mustard. Even more pylons coming in for Omni, and he really doesn't need that pylon there. I mean, it's nice to power the Robobay in case this pylon goes down, but he has so much psi. He is now having to deal with this attack on his natural, which that's a pretty good number of Stalkers. He should be able to hold this on, no problem. Yeah. Even lifting up the Immortal, he's having no trouble with this. That is a pretty epic Phoenix there with 1 hit point. If he lives to tell the tale, I will be quite impressed. But no, he is staying in and lifting up a Stalker, and the Graviton beams do nothing without support units. And we do have the expansion going up now, almost finished for Snuggins, so he's gonna start to catch up with Omni, one would imagine. We can check the income tab, and Omni has almost twice the number of harvesters, and his income is just way, way higher. So he can afford to keep pumping Immortals and whatnot. He's a lot of gas, he might want to get a few sentries. It always makes me a little sad to see a Protoss army without sentries, because they are just so awesome. Their Guardian Shields are great for... they just give you so much armor. 2 armor to range attacks is just epic, and it only costs energy. And the Force Fields are also great. Not so much against Stalkers. It can trap them from running away, but if Snuggins were to get Zealots, which is really what he needs against... oh, we do have a sentry coming in. Against mass Stalkers and mass Immortals, he really needs some Zealots. Especially with Charge. Don't think he has a Twilight Council on the way, though. No. Oh, speaking of the devil, he has one already up. Although he's not getting charged, he's kind of short on minerals. But he's working on saturating space. He's critically boosting it very good, and he's made running quite a few probes, although there are plenty of resources. Yeah, he's bringing them back. It's a really long run distance for those probes too. That's why you try and want to get your natural instead of a sneaky base. But it is easier to hide this guy, and Omni doesn't have any observers running around the map anyway. If he had something at this watchtower, he'd see what was going on, but it's okay. Looks like Omni took the rocks down here, and he is going for his second expansion, third base. That's a lot of Stalkers and Immortals. A push here would probably be pretty successful, since there's no more air for Snuggins, but I don't know if... yeah, Omni has no idea what's going on, though. This is why you need to get observers in any matchup, really. They're handy if you're a Protoss. Looks like Omni is securing his third there. A little oversaturated his main at this point, but his third is over halfway done, so that problem should be cleared up pretty soon. Looks like he is moving out with his Immortals and Stalkers, and Snookins doesn't have much to counter this. If he can force field this thing successfully. Oh! Looks like Omni is going for a backdoor. Sorry. Backdoor attack on Snookins, and he's just not ready for this whatsoever. There is no way you can get back and force field that ramp in time unless you are watching those rocks like a hawk. Which Snookins is not, I imagine. He is getting the gold though, and the gold could bring him back into this game if he can hold off his push. Okay, he's calmly way up there. But the rocks are down, and Omni should, I guess he's not pushing. He is pulling back for some reason. He has a Colossus on the way, so maybe he's waiting for the Colossus, but that's quite a few more Stalkers coming in. So maybe he wants to reinforce his army. He now has 2 Colossi, so maybe he's going for some sort of pincer attack, where he distracts from the front and hits the back, or vice versa. And that would be quite wondrous. I have not yet mastered the 2-pronged attack, but Omni may. We have a Twilight Capsule going up, so he's probably going to look for Blink. And that would, I guess, be kind of handy to get past cannons and whatnot. Not so useful against Stalkers, since they have exactly the same range as Stalkers. But it's kind of nice to have Blink. You can hop up and down cliffs and whatnot. Looks like this gold expansion is going to go up, which will be awesome for Snookins. Looks like he's moving out here while sending out some probes, or not. Yep, he's moving out. He has a Colossus of his own. Does he have Thermal Lance? He does not have the Thermal Lance. Whereas, I'm pretty sure Omni got it. Yeah, Omni has his Thermal Lance up. And with 2 Colossi, there's just going to be so much splash damage going down here. So, he really should have pushed ages ago, but there's a lot of splash damage going down the Stalker. Yeah, Snookins is forced to pull back. And that key position is actually worse now, since Stalkers were all on top of the Colossi there. And yeah, the Colossus go down, the Stalkers go down, and he's pushing into the base. Snookins says GG, and that is game, even though he has a couple more expansions. There's no way he can beat him time. Would find him, and he leaves the game. So that was a 1v1 placement match from Omnispective on Kulas Ravine. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.